Good morning. Thank you very much for joining us here on Times Now. This is the newspaper show and I'm Hina Gambhir. Let's get started and tell you what's making headlines as far as the Times of India this morning is concerned. And the big story that the Times of India this morning has led with is about India's COVID count, which is rising quite sharply. Weekly COVID numbers hit new high, but growth is slowing down. So there is a ray of hope that has been reflected in this headline on the front page by Times of India this morning. The surge in coronavirus cases as well as deaths continued over the past 7 days, making it the deadliest week yet of the pandemic in India. However, in what happens to be a silver lining in the COVID-19 numbers, the growth rate of both new cases and deaths has slowed considerably in the past 1 week. So if this trend continues, perhaps there is some positive news that we can expect over the next few weeks. But this is something that the Times of India has reported this morning on the front page. Apart from this, there is an update as far as the latest about Rajasthan is concerned. Congress listens to pilot, replaces Rajasthan in charge. In an indication of the Congress brass conceding to the demand of Sachin Pilot, the party on Sunday removed Avinash Pandey as General Secretary in charge of Rajasthan. It also indicated that the party has accepted Pilot's charge that Pandey's proximity to the Chief Minister has failed to make him a neutral position in settling the row between the two sides. Ajay Makan, meanwhile, has been made the new in charge. Then, banks plan EMI deferment for home loan restructuring. COVID hit may get up to 2 more years to repay. Lenders, including SBI, are working on restructuring options for home loans where the overall tenure of the loan does not extend by more than 2 years, even after relaxing the repayment schedule. So a lot is being worked out there. Working from home may prove taxing. Marketing executive Babu Vishwanath is happy that he has been able to save money in work from home mode. He has not spent on eating out, commuting out of office or even shopping as COVID-19 fears have ensured a continuous lockdown since March. However, work from home may similarly feel lighter on your pockets now without the cost of a daily commute or leisure travel. But you may have to shell out more on your tax liability later or more for the current financial year. And this is also a very, very interesting story that's there on the front page. Ex-India opener Chetan Chauhan dies of COVID-19. Former batsman Chetan Chauhan, who was 73 years old, who along with Sunil Gavaskar forged India's most successful test opening partnership from 1973 to 1981, died of COVID-19 at a Gurgaon hospital on Sunday. UP has been using CDR for contact tracing for months. That's another important story. Kerala Police's decision to trace contacts of COVID patients with their call detail records has attracted widespread criticism, with many saying that the procedure amounts to breach of privacy. Cops say that CDR's secondary tool, physical verification of patient, can still primary mode. Records used to get list of people contacted, not to examine the contact. This is what police have said. CDRs were used when migrants were returning as they were concealing their travel history, also used to probe Tablighi Jamaat linked cases, and now this is facing a lot of criticism. Then 13-year-old Dalit was gang raped and killed. 2 have been arrested in this particular case, and this news is from Lakhimpur Kheri district in Uttar Pradesh. 8 months on, Jawan's body has been found near LOC. The body of 11 Garhwal rifle soldier Rajendra Negi, who had been missing since January this year, was found near the line of actual control on Kashmir on Saturday. Negi had gone missing while on patrolling duty in Gulmarg. Initially, he was believed to have slipped and fallen into Pakistan territory. Later, he was presumed dead. An army team found his body under the snow on Saturday. Then, income hit by COVID, rural poor marry off minor girls. Biden-Harris route for India. Democratic candidate Joe Biden running mate Kamala Harris reached out to India with Biden's foreign policy brief promising zero tolerance of terrorism and cross-border terrorism, a clear reference to Pakistan's policy of pushing terrorists into India. It also saw India as a key partner in the Indo-Pacific and spoke of the need to counter China's aggression in the neighborhood. Couple of more interesting stories. 2 bikers held in US scholar's death case. The SIT probing the death of US scholar Sudiksha Bhati in a Bulandshahr Road accident on Sunday arrested the bullet rider whose rash and negligent driving allegedly led to the accident. The pillion rider has been arrested. Curbs on Ganesh Puja and Muharram. The Delhi government's disaster management authority has barred Muharram processions in public celebrations of Ganesh Chaturthi this month due to COVID. Reliance Industries may buy Urban Ladder, yet another acquisition perhaps being talked about. Rahul versus Prasad over FP Rao. Rahul Gandhi has accused BJP RSS of controlling Facebook and WhatsApp in India. BJP's Ravi Shankar Prasad called Rahul a loser and claimed Congress was was in a deal with the Cambridge Analytica. Then Prashant Bhushan has said that mere utterance of corruption charge can't be contempt of court, as a House panel in 1964 had said corruption exists in the lower ranks of the judiciary all over India. Iran has threatened to launch an attack against UAE for its peace pact with Israel. Around the world, there are 21.5 million COVID cases with 7,72,300 deaths already reported. And lastly, Chief Justice of India S.A. Bobde leaves it to a 7-judge committee to decide the date for resumption of physical hearings in Supreme Court within days of the panel suggesting the start of limited physical hearings. So that's about the front page as far as the Times of India this morning is concerned. Let's now move on and see what's making headlines in the Navbharat Times this morning. और यहाँ पर जो पहली बड़ी खबर है वो है दलाई लामा से जुड़ी हुई। इसमें लिखा है कि दलाई लामा के पीछे था चीन का जासूस चार्ली। मजनू का टीला में बनाया था अपने सीक्रेट ऑपरेशन का कैंप। ये बड़ी खबर है, विशाल शर्मा ने जो रिपोर्ट की है। इसके अलावा यमुना पर बन रहा मेट्रो का 5वां पुल 560 मीटर लंबा होगा। नीतीश कैबिनेट और जेडीयू से रजक को बर्खास्त कर दिया है। श्याम रजक को निकाल दिया गया है और साथ ही लापता जवान का शव 8 महीने के बाद स्नो में दबा हुआ मिला। सुरक्षा बलों की आंख एनसीसी में 1 लाख कैडेट बढ़ाने का काम जो है शुरू कर लिया गया है। इसके अलावा गणेश पंडाल और मुहर्रम के जुलूस पर दिल्ली में रोक लगा दी गई है कोविड-19 के चलते। वैष्णो देवी की कपाट खुले हैं। 5 मिनट में हो रहे माता रानी के दर्शन। ये भी एक इंपॉर्टेंट खबर है। देश में एक्टिव केस बढ़ने की रफ्तार 50% तक घट गई है। दिल्ली में 652 मरीज और देखे गए 24 घंटों के अंदर। राजनीति में भी शानदार ओपनिंग करने वाले क्रिकेटर चेतन चौहान को कोरोना ने छीना। जेएनके के रियासी में गौरक्षकों ने पीटा। इसके अलावा लखीमपुर में बच्ची से हैवानियत और इस मामले में 2 लोगों को गिरफ्तार कर लिया गया है। सो दैट्स द लेटेस्ट एज फार एज द Navbharat Times this morning is concerned. Let's see what's there in the pink paper, the Economic Times this morning. And the big news on the front page is that SEBI is mulling faster settlement for stock trades and next day settlement to improve liquidity, boost efficiency and at the same time reduce risk to system. Brokers say that new norms on margins and shift and transfer of shares held by offline accounts have paved way for T+1. Apart from this, Amazon, Flipkart are expecting a big jump this festive season. Sellers have been asked to place large orders with brands. Sales may double in some segments as consumers now are preferring to shop more and more online. Canteen store sales have declined by about 50%. That's the impact of mini lockdown. Samsung likely to move part of smartphone production to India, plans to make devices worth over $40 billion in the next 5 years, aided by countries manufacturing SOPs. RBI board ponders over forex reserves and gold buying. Some members find cover adequate after recent buys. A few others suggest more allocation in favor of gold. Apart from this, a couple of more interesting stories here. New measures in place for House session. The forthcoming monsoon session of Parliament is likely to have many new measures in the view of COVID. The new measures could include ultraviolet irradiation, large display screens and polycarbonate barriers in the galleries. Prime Minister Modi's Independence Day speech laid a clear path. Prime Minister Modi's Independence Day address this year had a strong strategic underpinning, laying out quite clearly the direction in which the government intends to proceed, both in the context of COVID-19 as well as Chinese aggression. This is what Pranab Dhal Samanta has written. Lastly, draft EIA in line with Green Rule Court rulings. Remember, the Congress party specifically had raised a lot of concern about the draft environment impact assessment rules of 2020, and now Environment Minister Prakash Javadekar has said that the draft environment impact assessment EIA 2020 is in keeping with court rulings, the Environment Act and legacy. It is not proposing major changes. We are just revising and consolidating the changes that have been made so far. And lastly, Google is in talks to invest in ShareChat. Google is in talks to invest in Bengaluru-based social media firm ShareChat, which is looking to raise about $150 to $200 million. Let's now move on and see what's there as far as the Delhi edition of the Times of India this morning is concerned. My colleague Kangana is joining us this morning from the national capital. Kangana, good morning. One big story is that 36 new sealed zones in 3 days. The number has gone up to 549. Number of cases continue to rise.
Well, good morning to you too, Hina. And there are two important stories from the Delhi edition today. One is the increase in the number of containment zones in the national capital. We have seen how in the past 1 month, Delhi government officials have been working on reducing the number of containment zones or the red zones in the national capital so that more and more economic activities could flow in. And this is a kind of a sad news which is coming in because in the last 3 days, we have seen an increase in the number of containment zones by 36, which makes today 549 containment zones in the national capital. Apart from this, the administration is also working on lowering the number of containment zones so that the economic activities could work without any constraints. The second most important story in the national capital, which is making the headlines in Times of India, is about a cyclist who was lost his life while he was cycling on Hoskas Road. So basically, a 35-year-old man who was cycling back from home was moved over by a car in South Delhi's area of Hoskas area. He was identified as Farooq Ahmed, and as soon as the PCR van came and moved him to the trauma center of AIIMS, he had succumbed to his injuries on Saturday evening, which has caused a lot of controversy in the national capital, because definitely this is not the first incident where rash driving or someone has lost their lives due to rash driving and negligence of driving. The other incident that we have seen in the national capital is of Sunita Narayan. She is the Director General of Center of Science and Environment,
Right.
and she has also met with a road accident on Sunday while she was cycling from Lodi Garden to her house.
Well, that's right. That was
So
many years ago. And this news of cyclists dying after being hit by car at Hoskas is also raising the pertinent questions that Sunita Narayan had raised back then when she met with an accident early in the morning. Thank you very much, Kangana, for the moment, for joining us with all of those details. Let's now move on and see what's there as far as the Mumbai edition of the Times of India is concerned. And here, the big news is that child marriages in Maharashtra have increased, especially during the lockdown period. That's on the front page today. E-payment frauds in Mumbai have gone up by about 70% in 5 months this year. That's another story that the Mumbai edition of the Times of India has reported. COVID time party 65 held in raid that happened on Sunday, I believe, in a lounge. That's another story. Online trends are indicating 75% rise in demand for second-hand vehicles. Another interesting update here. Doctors upset with Raut's remarks and are now seeking apology as well. The medical fraternity demanded an unconditional apology from Shiv Sena leader Sanjay Raut in the wake of his irresponsible comments. Raut had blamed WHO for spread of coronavirus and had said that compounders know better than doctors, and now doctors are quite upset and they are now demanding an apology.